We will be visiting all the fast charging stations in Brooklyn, and by the end of this video you will have the comprehensive guide to fast charging, where to go, what to expect, and what to watch out for. Hey everyone, Green Jean here, New York's 100% electric professional driver. And today I am starting a new series of videos called Charging Circuit, where we will be sharing experiences, insights, and secrets about public EV charging around you. In this first episode, we are in Brooklyn. It's where I live, so let's start with the most well-known and the most used fast charger network in the United States, Tesla Supercharger. Also, by the end of this video, I will share a life hack that can give you more time to charge at the paid parking lots. So, let's roll! In Brooklyn, there are currently 4 superchargers with a total of 38 stalls. Unfortunately, 3 of these locations are still equipped with the urban, meaning small and less powerful version of the charging stall, with a maximum charging speed of just 72 kilowatts, while just one location has 12 V3 stalls with a maximum output of 250 kilowatts. So let's go there. We are at the newest supercharger in New York City, which is located in South Brooklyn. This station has 12 stalls, which is equipped with Magic Dock that can charge any other electric car. This station has been added here around the Christmas time, which was a great gift for all local EV owners. The only issue is when a charging vehicle have to occupy 2 spots due to their port location. The charging speed is not even close to Tesla's, leaving those vehicles at the chargers for longer, which makes other vehicles who are waiting in line wait longer. Well, at least parking here is free. And it's the fastest supercharger in Brooklyn. There is a Starbucks nearby, also you can use the restrooms at Raymer and Flanagan store. Associates seem to be okay with more people finally getting into their forgotten store. There's not much to see nearby unless you want to take a long walk to Nathan's or Coney Island Boardwalk and then return, because your car should be already charged to 150 kilowatts, you know. The area is quite busy with repair shops, body shops. There's one little cafe and a diner nearby that you can step by if you're hungry. Gas station with Borough Market and Burger King, AutoZone, Stop and Shop, and a liquor store are also within walking distance from the supercharger. But don't drink and drive. Let's go to the next one. The next stop is Brooklyn Museum Supercharger, which is located at northeast side of the Prospect Park and right behind the Brooklyn Museum building. It is a 10-stall, 72 kilowatt charger, but the parking lot here is not free. Don't forget to take your ticket and don't lose it. As for amenities, food and restrooms, well, you are in the middle of Brooklyn, my friends, and there's a lot of options if you want a little walk, but nothing here on site or nearby. Prospect Park, Brooklyn Museum, stores and delis and restaurants at Franklin and Classen Avenue and more. Even 2, 3, 4 trains are within walking distance. Botanical Garden, Grand Army Plaza, Brooklyn Library, it's all around here. But the parking here is kinda expensive. 1 hour could cost you $10, 2, 12, 3, 14, and on the busy weekends they will charge you up to $25 just for the entry. Let's go to the next spot. This is the downtown Brooklyn Supercharger, or a Barclays Center, or an Atlantic Mall. This supercharger is equipped with 12 stalls, 72 kilowatt, that are located in the middle of the Brooklyn. There are a lot to see around and plenty of stores and retail up in the mall here. What about the downsides? Charging here? Well, first of all, parking is not free, and the charging speed is only 72 kilowatt. When you arrive, you can't even see the charging line because the charger is located in an underground parking garage. Also, there is little to no cell coverage down there. And good luck if you're claustrophobic. Relatively inexpensive considering location. But be aware of the event price. Usually you will pay $4 for an hour, $5 for an hour and a half, $8 for 2 hours, $10 for 5, $20 for 10, and $45 is the event price and the whole day price. This site is also equipped with Tesla Level 2 charger units that are free to use, but availability is questionable. I have seen some cars sitting there for weeks on the plug. But if you have to spend there 5 hours or so, you can use them to save some parking cash. In 5 hours, you can have a fully charged car for free. Just pay for the parking. monthly parking passes are available too. Now we covered 34 Supercharger stalls in NYC. Good job so far. Just one location left. And wait to be surprised, because the next location is not like the others. This supercharger is located in the heart of the Williamsburg, which is a great part if you want to spend some time in a hip and authentic bar or cafe. But it has only 4 stalls with 472 kilowatt chargers, and it is valet operated. Well, hold on for more exciting news. The parking at this location is kinda expensive, and as I said, it is valet operated, so you can't even chill in your car while getting charged, like at the other locations. Also, since it is valet operated, it's priced accordingly. $22 for the first hour and $4 for each additional hour. It's located in the William Whale Hotel, which stands out as the Williamsburg only true luxury hotel. But also, you can find anything in this rich and vibrant neighborhood by just walking around. Good luck on your adventures. After arriving, just pull in the front of the parking attendant booth. Don't drive in the garage yourself. Watch out for the sign that says exit only. Now we covered all the superchargers in Brooklyn. 38 stalls might sound like a lot, but keep in mind that we are talking about the city with 2.7 million residents, ton of visitors and tourists from all over the world and US, with over 6,000 Teslas currently registered here. So you can imagine that during the peak times, these superchargers are getting pretty crowded, considering most of them are just 72 kilowatts. That should fill up your Tesla in about an hour or so, and some of them need attention. Cables and connectors look like they've been through some tough. Unfortunately, there is not much to show. We are all waiting for new locations to show up, but it seems like this is a long process, even though Tesla was able to set up and run new chargers in the matter of weeks in other locations. Seems like the problem is not coming from them. Or maybe they don't have an interest in the biggest city in the US? Or perhaps the issue lies with the government and the city administration. Well, who knows? But just one new location in over 4 years? For the most populated city in the US? Wow. It's possible that Elon Musk is spending too much time in Texas and California. Elon, please help Brooklyn and all of the New York City. We are struggling. Most of Tesla owners I know are frustrated about the availability of superchargers. But let's stop the rant and move on to the next big player in the charging game in New York City. Revel. Yes, the rideshare company with their blue-wrapped Teslas that are cruising around New York City with their aggressive marketing. Revel has 2 sites in Brooklyn with a total of 33 fast chargers, both with free parking, but a lot of these stalls are frequently blocked by their own rideshare fleet vehicles. They use these sites to recharge between the shift, which actually makes sense for them, so the actual availability for the public can vary. But they are usually keep around half of the chargers to public use, so let's see. We are at the biggest of their sites, which is equipped with 25 stalls for both Tesla and non-Tesla EVs. This is, by the way, the biggest charging station in New York City. Bad news is that all of these stalls are only capable of 75 kilowatt. It will take you an hour or so to recharge. As for amenities and food, it's the semi-industrial, semi-religious, kosher neighborhood. So if you are not satisfied with vending machine finds, a longer but doable walk to the nearest food chain or store will do the trick. Another Revel charging station is located in an underground parking garage. It is equipped with 12 stalls of 150 kilowatt chargers, which is equipped with both CCS and NACS adapters. You don't have to worry about the parking fees, because it's located in a special part of underground parking garage. This one is very conveniently located in the heart of Williamsburg. So no matter what time or day it is, you can always find something interesting to do around the area. The famous Peter Luger Steakhouse is located just a few blocks away. What is bad about this location? It's a bit tight. Just one car can pass in most of the spots. So be careful. Also, reported charging speeds tend to be lower than anticipated, and some of the plugs might not work. So be aware and plan accordingly. While parking in both of these locations is free, you need to know that there is a $40 pre-charge required when you start a session. If there is an issue, you need to restart, there is another $40. Yes, they will return it to your account eventually, but sometimes it can be a big deal. Revel is installing their own vending machines near the charging sites, which is kinda cool, but usually they don't have any restroom facilities, so you're on your own. There are few locations that are coming soon, at least according to the Revel's website, and I will review them as soon as they open. But for now, Revel is the leader in the adoption of charging infrastructure here in Brooklyn and New York City. In the last 2 years, they have built more fast chargers than any other company, including Tesla. They have a few more locations in Queens that I will review in my next charging circuit episode. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Up to the next big players in EV charging space. EA, or Electrify America, the biggest EV charging provider in the US after Tesla Superchargers, subsidy of Volkswagen. They run over 800 charging stations, but don't have a single one in Brooklyn. I mean, come on, is Brooklyn not a part of America? What about other players in the charging game? Nationwide, there are over 30 networks that are fighting for customers. So I bet that in the city like Brooklyn or any other NYC borough, those companies are fighting to the death for the customers and recognition, right? Right? Wrong. Let's end with this fast. What about the charge point? Well, there is a pair, meaning two, of fast chargers at Honda and Hyundai dealership here in Brooklyn. Those can be tracked and activated through your ChargePoint app. What about the downside, you ask? These are only 62.5 kilowatt. These are very slow, and they will charge you 49 cents for every kilowatt hours, as well as 49 cents for every minute you plugged in. An average full recharge here will take you an hour and over $50 in fees, which is kind of expensive. And you know, if you drive a Tesla, you have to have your DCFC adapter handy, because they only have CCS1 and CHAdeMO. As for amenities, there are dealerships all around you where you can use their restroom. Most of them sell ICE vehicles, so not much to see. And there is a gas station, a coffee shop, and a few more stores across the Kings Highway. That's all you can get in a short walk. And then there's an EVgo, another big player in the fast charging space. Guess how many chargers they have in Brooklyn? Just one. Just a single location with a single stall. I can't even call it a fast charger because it's only capable of charging your EV with 50 kilowatt. Such an embarrassment. As for amenities, Walgreens, few stores, a coffee shop, and local restaurants are within walking distance. Parking is free, but getting a charge here is slow and unreliable due to many outages and lines. It has another level 2 charger right next to it, but it's usually offline. I will return to level 2 plugs after covering all fast chargers, so don't forget to subscribe. Let's see our last few chargers for today. And don't forget that there is a little trick waiting for you in the end of this video. Another charging location is this little charger at Flatbush Avenue, which is located at Cadillac and Chevy dealership. They close the gates overnight and on major holidays, just like right now. So you can find your car stranded behind the gates if you are late at your charging time. The price per kilowatt is above average, but the parking is free. They also have 4 level 2 J1772 chargers at the same location, which are significantly cheaper priced, but there aren't many amenities or reliable transportation. Just a dealership, a golf club, and a long-ish walk to the Kings Plaza Mall. And with their closing gates, not exactly convenient. And as for dessert, there is another two 60 kilowatt chargers from a weird provider, Microgrid Networks. Those huge silver and black cabinets are rather not working than working. And there is no app and only web interface to pay for charging. Not reliable at all. Parking here is free, but is located in a weird and busy intersection in a mostly commercial and nightlife area. Alright, let's sum up the state of fast charging in Brooklyn. For a borough with over 10,000 EVs officially registered, we've got a grand total of 38 Tesla Supercharger stalls, with most of them being slower 72 kilowatt versions, remember? Only one location has a dozen of 250 kilowatt stalls. Then there is Revel with 33 stalls, but half of them are usually blocked by their own vehicles, as you remember. We've got a single 50 kilowatt EV charger, which is a joke, and zero Electrify America stalls. Seriously? What's up with that? Is Brooklyn not a part of America anymore? Oh, and let's not forget of the handful single chargers at the dealership with limited hours, crazy fees, and more hoops to jump through than a circus line. Like a couple of 62.5 kilowatt charge point station, a lone 75 kilowatt Cadillac dealership charger, and two 60 kilowatt microgrid chargers. Not to mention that a lot of drivers like Rshare driver need to recharge every day. That's a big gap, and it means the current setup just can't keep up. Look, I'm not saying it's impossible to drive an EV in Brooklyn, which I did for 2 years. Most of the charging are done at home overnight, but for apartment dwellers like myself, or for drivers racking the serious miles every day, their lack of reliable, convenient fast charging is a real pain in the butt. Moreover, it's holding back the EV adoption right where we need it the most, in the big cities like New York City. Sure, New York has these big, bold plans for electrifying transportation and rideshare, but the infrastructure is lagging behind. We need more fast chargers in more places, and we need them yesterday. This isn't just about the convenience, it's about making the switch to clean transportation realistic for everyone, not just the lucky ones with the private driveway. But hey, I'm not here just to complain. I believe we can turn this ship around. And it's going to take serious investment, innovation, and a whole lot of pushing from the community. We gotta keep the pressure on our leaders and the big players in the industry. And we gotta have each other's back in the EV world. One way you can help is by signing up as a partner with ep.1. They are the sponsors of today's video, and they might just have the answer to the public charging problem in big cities like ours. Because let's face it, the way things are going, the infrastructure can barely keep up with the demand, frustrating all of the drivers who already switched to EV and struggling with charging every day. Imagine how it will be like as more and more people decide to make the switch to electric. So there you have it. The good, the bad, and the ugly of fast charging in Brooklyn. I hope this little tour has opened some eyes. Stay tuned for more episodes of Charging Circuit, where I will be hitting up other neighborhoods and boroughs, Manhattan and Queens. You are the next. Don't forget to drop your own fast charging stories, tips, and suggestions in the comment below. I want to hear from you. Until the next time, I'm Green Jean, wishing you smooth rides and quick charges. Peace out. Oh, and one last thing for those who viewed to the end. The trick I mentioned. For scoring an extra 10-30 minutes of free parking time at the paid parking lots. Here's the secret. If there is a pay station or an app, you wait till the charging station is almost up, like 50 to 58 minutes, then pay for your parking, and boom, you have it. The grace period of 10 to 30 minutes to keep your charging up or to unplug and roll out with no rush. This is a perfect solution, but with most of these chargers stopping at only 72 kilowatt, every little bit helps. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Charging Circuit episodes.